Hi. I speak about God quite often, and I wanted to take a moment to explain what I mean when I'm talking about this higher power. Many times, God is referred to as a higher power of your own understanding because really we all have our own understanding of God, and I just wanted to explain my understanding as I've come to believe over the years. To me, God is pure love. And I refer to him as a he, I see him as a masculine figure, but you're open to whatever interpretation you'd like. But I see God as pure love, this consciousness that is presiding over the entire universe, that created the entire universe. And this all seeing, all knowing God has the divine mind that we are all striving to reach, that pure consciousness of love that guides us in our everyday life to start choosing love over fear the way that we've been conditioned, so that we can return to the true nature that we are, which is God. We came from God, we were created from God, and we each have that divine spark of God within us, which is what we're all trying to reach in this life, because it is entirely possible to reach heaven on earth. We don't have to wait to go to heaven before we can experience peace, bliss, and everything else we think of when we get to finally go back to that place of rest. But we get to have that place of rest right now when we start to tap into the divine mind of God, come back to the present moment, and experience the peace that comes when we get to rid ourselves of worry and fear and all of the other lower vibrations that our emotions cause us to downgrade to. And I tend to relate to God throughout the day, and that is why I choose to be a walking prayer. I see myself as a walking prayer because I'm constantly communicating with God, which is communicating to that higher consciousness of love which lives within me. And as I pray, I am lifting my own thoughts, my own vibration to the level of the divine mind of God so that I can come home to that understanding within my own heart and within my own mind. And so, really, praying is just getting ourselves to a place so that we can stop worrying and stop resenting the past and stop doing whatever that holds us back from having true peace and happiness in every moment, because that is what God would have for each one of us. And so when I speak about God and prayer, I am speaking about communicating with that divine consciousness of God and of love, because that's when we can get away from our human conditioning and start to act and think in a way that is in alignment with love, with who we really are. And so I ask that you would start a prayer life, because that is what is going to get you in touch with your own understanding of God and of love and of your true nature. And really, when we ask for things in prayer, it's usually more to be lifted to a higher level, be that courage or strength or peace or whatever it is we need, hope, anything that is going to lift our thoughts to that higher level so that we can come to a spiritual solution. And all prayer does is bring us to a spiritual solution so that we can take action that is in alignment with love and in alignment with our true self. And really, once we get to this place, we'll see that we are not our thoughts or our emotions. We're just love. And that's why it's so important to connect with the higher power of your own understanding, because that higher power is going to bring you to your highest power, which is where you need to be in order to make the choices that are going to help your soul evolve and come into the purpose you are here to fulfill. Because you're here to fulfill a purpose, you're here for a reason. You didn't come here to just float through life and be stuck and feel miserable and wait to die. That's not what God would have for you. And so I urge you to make 2018 the year that you come to know God, come to know love, and come to know yourself as that embodiment of love. And I'm sending all the love in my heart to yours so that this is your year, the year that you finally live the way that you're meant to live. Bye.